Hello. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome. We are here today for your quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, healings, requests, and so much more. And I'm Jon Binnie, your spiritual psychic mentor here in Scotland. And on the other side of the screen, hopefully that direction, is the wonderful Viviane Heller. Woo! Again, woo! Viviane Heller. Hello,
Hi,
how are
Ivon.
you?
Hi, everyone. You got the right side, by the way, when you put it to me. So, yeah, great to be here, and thank you all for joining us today and always.
Well, it's definitely exciting times. Um, and
Mhm.
I had such a magical adventure. Viviane, come to Scotland. You
Yes.
gotta come and visit Roslyn with us. Wow, that was such an incredible
Hmm.
experience yesterday. Um, and
Yes. So,
afterwards, both Natasha and I at different times just had to go to deep sleep to start to integrate those beautiful high vibrations. Um, so yeah, I mean, you can watch the videos, of course, they're available on the
mhm.
YouTube channel, but yeah, do stick it on your to-do list and just up it one, up it one in the priority order. One more reason to come to Scotland.
I'll definitely travel to visit, and I'll have a list. I have, yeah, after um, I'll be traveling to a few places that I have on my wish list. That'll
Excellent.
be wonderful.
Oh, such fun. Um, and what was I going to say? Yeah, do let us know, everyone, how you're feeling at this time. We've continued to go through. It's been an adventurous few days since we last saw you on
Okay.
Thursday over the weekend.
Yes.
Let us know how you're feeling, how your energy's feeling, how you feel about the collective at this time, any ascension symptoms you're having. Really, just open up and share a bit more. Sometimes just sharing where you're from, what you're going through in your life is all helpful. Do your shares in small, in lowercase letters, and put your requests in all capitals. Um, and please share in capitals in your requests. You can request psychic readings, quantum energy healing, clearing, messages from your spirit guides, Akashic readings, past
Mhm.
life readings and healings. Um, you can ask about your soul origins. You can request home clearings, pet healings. Somewhere I'll write all this down and just rattle all off, but you get the idea. Lots of different things.
Mhm.
And if you're asking on behalf of another being, another living thing like a pet or an animal, please do get their permission first, including loved ones, and make sure that when you place your request, that you put that in there. And for your request, what happens is behind the scenes in the magic of StreamYard land, Viviane and I, we go in and tag your requests. So even if you can't see your requests, um, then we've still tagged it. You can sometimes we get the odd question saying, "Can you see my request?" But please know that we've got really everyone covered when you're putting in your requests, either on my channel or Viviane's. They magically combine in the background so that we can randomly pick from your requests. And please do your very best to say hello in the chat if your request is called.
Um, no, just a reminder for everyone to post in caps and state that you have permission when you ask for a healing and clearing for a loved or master for a loved one or a pet. I know you mentioned just reminding everyone because I see some requests that are not in caps, and just please repost in caps. And when you asked how everyone's doing, some people are saying sad, feeling a lot of nausea. I can relate to those. Others drained, exhausted. Um, yeah, it's that's what I see here. Most are sharing that they're overwhelmed and not
Yeah.
feeling great.
Um, and I'd also suggest to everyone as well, like be really mindful of as we go into the creating a safe space in a moment. Um, be real mindful of the collective energy just now. You know, this is a we're at this time we're being invited to be aware of the collective, right? So to understand what's going on in the collective consciousness, the feelings of all the hearts across humanity, which is one reason why I asked, and also to observe. So, you know, for example, this is what Viviane and I are lightly practicing just now, is when we observe your emotions, and these are really powerful, right? These are like, there's some really strong words in there. And remember, we have really sensitive hearts, all of us, and those of us that choose to practice to increase our sensitivity, especially as a day job, we feel every word you say, like it echoes in our hearts, like a big echo chamber. And so we do our very best to observe it, to honor what you're sharing, just like our collective, and then also to be able to step back and to feel sovereignty over our own energy. And so there's that balancing act of being aware of what's going on outside of us in the collective, because this is going to continue to increase this circus, right? This chaotic fear energy, that's all going to increase. You don't need a psychic to tell you that, right? The good news is the ultimate act of rebellion is your nice, strong, protective boundaries, your sovereignty, to be aware of this energy, but also to disconnect from it and to be able to say, I see you, I feel you, that's enough. I also need to get on with my life. I also need to really focus on myself, my self love, my self care. And like many of us, a lot of us are here to support others in their journeys. And the only way we can do so is by filling our cups first. So I hope some of that human advice helps, as well as we get into the safe space and thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
And how have you felt, Viviane, over the last since I last saw you? Well, I saw you yesterday, but since I last saw you on a live stream on Thursday.
I did experience overwhelm and nausea, like a couple of people shared, and was able to rest and did more grounding of my energy and meditation. I do feel I was able to ground my energy better. I was able to go to the park that I love going for walks and visit one of my favorite trees on Saturday because it wasn't super cold and raining. Actually, now it's been very rainy every day here. I feel it's been harder due to not being able to be out in nature as often. But I also yesterday did the shower exercise that I mentioned sometimes
Oh yeah.
to help take away all the don't serve in high school with the water, and it helped. But it's yeah, it's been a bit crazy lately.
Yeah,
Mm,
I definitely
mhm,
read that. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
mhm,
Um, well, yeah, let's go ahead and create a safe space. And please do join us in the safe space. It's so powerful often for all of us. A lot of these things that you're posting in the live chat, including your request, the safe space really, really helpful for. And remember, this is also the ultimate act of rebellion to those that try and
mhm,
keep us in fear. We're now about to create a space within which we feel safe and unconditionally loved.
mhm.
So let's take a moment and take a deep breath in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves, our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly as it feels right for you. And focus your attention on the very center of your heart, where the golden light, the golden divine spark of your soul enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, up into the sky and up into the stars. Reach all the way up to the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Feel into oneness, unity, unconditional love. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and sky, back down to the top of your head, and back into your heart once more. And as you allow your heart to gently soften and open, extend the cord of light downwards through the base of your spine and deep into the earth. Reach all the way down through the layers of the planet until you reach the very core of Mother Gaia. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we send Mother Gaia so much love at this time. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the roots of your spine and into your heart once more. Now, together with the light of Source above, Mother Gaia below, and your own light, expand out your golden bubble of protective light to surround you. At least 2 meters out from the center of your heart to each side, above and below, in front and behind you. And set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good, love, and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into your safe space, invite in your spirit guides, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, and ask for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with the integration of today's session. And now, through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in the live stream across Viviane and Jon Binnie's channels and in the replays. And I set the intention for this session space. Only energies and entities with Viviane and I's permission and the highest good, love, and compassion of all can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in for Viviane and I, our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we ask at this time for their assistance in servicing your quantum psychic Akashic requests for anything you put in capitals that we can reasonably service at this time. And that when your request is, if it's randomly selected, please do say hello in the chat. And please do get permission from any other person or being that is included within the request. And when your request is selected, at that time, we'll invite your guides and higher self into this safe space. And until then, we can go ahead and get started.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Leona 333, for joining.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to all my members. Very grateful for you all. And let's just catch up for a moment. Now it's a Thursday. That means that it's your turn to choose. Is that right, Viviane?
Yes, that's how I remember. Thank you.
Viviane calendar of who goes first and
Okay, make sure that we have all the requests. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to everyone who's joined, all 50 of you. Lovely to see you all here. I feel like YouTube notifications are getting a little bit better. They're picking up again. They seem so quiet. Some people are like, but I didn't know this was happening. And so yeah, please do hit the little notification bell on both our channels. And then you get 2 notifications, right? How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
Then you definitely won't miss it.
Okay, got one more request that came through here. And Leona saying everyone should join. Super great community with lots of benefits.
Yay. Yes, please do. And I was trying to find a bell sound effect. Let's see what this sounds like.
It's more like a
Sounds like someone just threw a gong down the stairs.
yeah, it sounds more like a gong, yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm ready to select our first request.
Feel their beautiful sparkle and ask to see the fear and shadow. Okay. We're about to choose your first request for today. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. More we can feel to shine in the whole of us.
Okay, Kaya May 8940, please say hi if you're here. You asking messages for your guides. And you're here. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Kaya May.
Messages from your guides.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking QMA to step forwards, your higher self and your guides.
Mm-hmm.
Messages at this time. I'm happy whether you want to go first or I can.
You may go first. Thank you. I'm still receiving.
So, and this message is so beautiful. This, I hope, resonates with many people, not just QMA. So I was shown, first of all, a tone. And QMA, I was shown you being aware of music or even like a tuning fork. I have a little suitcase of tuning forks here and with the tone, I was shown, let me just get one out. I was shown, I don't even know what this one is. Oh, it's 432 Hearts, the heart chakra. How cool is that? So lovely. So lovely. So what I was shown was that the tones that are existing in your life just now are all a choice. And I was shown that you are going through a journey just now of attunement. So this is this process, or this, I don't really resonate with the word process much. This building of a relationship with tones is a wonderful way of you exploring your own heart connection with tones. And tones include musical notes, It includes listening to, choosing, for example, to listen to tuning forks, sound, crystal sounding healing bowls. Also on YouTube, things like solfeggio tones.
Mhm.
And when you're listening to these, you're being invited to connect in with them because each tone is a choice.
Mhm.
And this was a little bit lost on me until you're reading just now, which is that what happens with toning is that you choose a frequency that you resonate with. So that feeling of, you might resonate with Viviane and I's energies, right? You might not resonate with other people's. And it's because the frequency, the tone, the dominant tone of their heart is not in alignment with you. So you're being invited to explore different tones, different sounds that feel good to you, and to spend more of your time each day like choosing these and connecting with them in practice, listening to them, while you're doing chores or in your meditations or just before you go to sleep at night, or in a moment of self-care, like in I love long baths, for example. And then over time, you'll also start to get to feel into that choice, because what's so powerful is choosing the frequency. And your guide was saying, you could choose love. You can choose more love in your day. You can choose more love as a frequency. And you know, you can also look up these frequency charts and online that tell you a lot about suggestions of emotions that map to these frequencies. And 432 hertz is quite high, right? It's not super high, but it's up there as a love and heart chakra frequency. And fear and shame are much further down, like around 26 or 50 hertz. So they're much, much lower. So this is a lovely way of going on an exploration, a toning exploration and frequency exploration into your love and expansion. I hope that helps you. How about you, Viviane? Spoiler alert, I have the feeling you got something completely different.
Yeah, beautiful message you shared, and I heard first thing I heard when I tuned into her um, higher self, and then called on her guides. I heard go with the flow, follow your heart, and then I saw the image of her hands touching an indoor plant, gently touching the leaves of an indoor plant, and then I heard circle of friends, and there's something special about a small circle of friends, focusing on the quality, having less people that you connect with, but that you really connected with, instead of having just knowing a lot of people that you just um, don't feel like are very you can relate as so there's something special about that, a small circle of friends that they want to um, bring that out to you.
Oh, I love that. As you were saying that, I was shown two.
Mm.
What do I do with my hand sometimes? I was shown two tuning forks, and there's this phenomena, right? And there's also, this is so strange. This phenomena also affects clocks, right? Which is
Yeah.
completely insane,
Uh-huh.
right? Which is so cool. That even modern science is like, we don't understand it, but it's real. Is that when you're talking about friends, keeping your friendship circle like close and in alignment with your frequency, is that so this is your friend here, right? This is your friend. Hi, I'm Kier May's friend. And so when they're vibrating, if they're vibrating at a low frequency, like down at fear, and then Kier May comes in with a lovely high frequency, eventually what happens is they start to pull you down, right? It doesn't,
Mhm.
rarely are you able to pull them up much, right? And so you'll eventually start vibrating at the same frequency, at the same frequency. So that's a lovely recommendation. This is why it's so powerful to, as Viviane says, to keep your friendship circles small, so you're not like subjecting yourself to like all these different frequencies, and just be intentional and conscious about who you connect with. It makes so much sense. You know, if you ever catch, I don't know if you ever do this, Viviane, doom scroll. Sometimes I start it and I'm like, I always catch myself within 3 or 4 seconds. I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, I just like I ask my brain, what are you doing again? Like, you know, doom scrolling. It's like, it feels good, right? No, it doesn't. I just pick up this random stuff with these low vibration, you know, frequencies. And I'm like, I didn't choose that. I don't want that. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Kimi. And thank you so much for your kind words about my voice and energy. That's really kind. Yeah, there's something about, I feel the same about Viviane's voice and energy. It's like that you could just, when when you feel aligned with someone's frequency, you could just listen to them all day. Right? It doesn't matter what you're talking about.
I do find your voice soothing too, and I read the comment. She wrote, yeah. So
you could argue that's my whole premise of my YouTube channel, right? Is just the frequency and not paying too much attention about what it is I'm doing or talking about. Jon just does stuff all day. That's me. Well, Viviane's politely quiet, and that means it's my choose the next person. Thank you for your requests, and also your acknowledgements about doom scrolling. Yeah, it's a real fear program, right? It's a real fear.
Yes.
Okay, choose the next request. Playing today's song by Jon Binnie, Inner Voice, Sing. There's a whisper inside your heart. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep. Listen, listen. Emily Flynn, let us know if you're here. Please say hello in the chat. Emily Flynn. I almost called you Emily Lynn. Emily Flynn, are you here? Emily's asking, I would love to know if my spirit, yes, you are here. Thank you, Emily, so fast. I would love to know if my spirit guides have any messages for me and a clearing. Love from London. London! Welcome to the world of Jon Binnie's dodgy accents. Welcome to London. So how to offend your clients immediately. There's a lot of people in London, so more than in the whole of Scotland. So apologies for my impressions. Which would you like to do, Viviane? Messages or clearing?
No, go for the messages again. Thank you.
So it's asking Emily to step forwards and your guides, and I'll go ahead with your clearing. Wow, I'm immediately feeling the energy of London right now. I don't know if this is where you still live or not. I'm just drawn to Emily's heart, in particular. There's a lot of noisy energy in there. This is negative energy of others. So I'm gonna do a bit of work. Says yes, you're still in London. Okay, so just helping clear this out around the heart first of all. It's like layers and layers, like slices of this energy. This is from different areas that you visit. Do you or I don't need to ask the question, Emily, if you go on the underground or if you're in London Underground or if you're in public transport or you're in places where you're surrounded very in close proximity with people, just 1 second, let me clear this out. Return to source or never return here again. When you're in close proximity with others, so just like at the start of today's session, a big protective bubble around you is really helpful. There's also I have meditations for practitioners, or it's something I developed it's a meditation practice I developed for protecting hands-on practitioners, and it's really helpful for much closer proximity, even touching people. Right next to the underground, Rahel, there you go. White City. Thank you for sharing. So try these practitioner meditations. You don't need to be a practitioner to do them. They're helpful for everyone. Practitioner meditations, because what it'll do is it'll help. You can basically, what it does is it surrounds your whole skin and saturates your skin with protection. So even if you're like, you're bumping up against each other in close proximity, or that feeling in London where you're just always surrounded by the underground itself and other people around you, even if they're stepping in and out of your bubble, you're still holding your sovereignty. So that really helped with your heart protection in particular. And those meditations are free, so I hope they help you. Just clearing out your heart once more. Return to source, or never return here again. And I'm sure there's a saying or something like in London, you're always within 2 meters of a rat or something. There's that your guide was reminding me of that saying. And it's also true in London for spirits, right? I mean, you could argue it's probably true across the world, but within 2 meters. So there's always something in your energetic field like passing through. And I was shown in the area where you live, there's a lot of activity. This includes, what your kind of the current visuals of what you'd see in your perception of what's underground. Also the previous settlements of London, which go back, hundreds and into the thousands of years. So yeah, having a nice, safe, strong boundary is really helpful. And then also just increasing your awareness to, you do have quite strong sensitivity, and it creates a lot of interest in spirits, other spirits. That I was saying this yesterday to my friend Natasha. Spirits are they're the same as us, right? They're consciousness like us. They just don't have a body. And so it's just it's the beings without bodies that are passing in and out of your field. So just really like strengthening your safe space. There's also the meditations for negative entity protection. Those meditations are good also there's a couple of like 1 hour sessions in them about boundaries and protecting your home against remote viewing and psychic attacks. And whilst they sound a little bit dramatic, it's just that those dramatic topics are also, it's the same practice, like for, keeping unwanted beings coming in and out of your home and in and out of your field. So I'll just call this energy protection in the chat. And I'm just going to do a little clearing of your aura as well. And how did you get on, Viviane?
I heard the song London Calling when I tuned into her and Higher Self and Guides. And then I heard similar to what you're saying, too many people around. And if you can, Emily, plan a trip to the countryside away from the city. And I saw the countryside and a horse. There's something that would be really beneficial for you about connecting this horse. I saw you touching the horse and getting really close, and there's something that you really benefit from being near horses.
That's wonderful. I heard that song as you're describing that. I don't know who originally did it. It was a punk song, and then Guns N' Roses did a cover in their Spaghetti album, and it starts with, "All I need is some inspiration before I do somebody some harm." And then they say, "All I need to go is down here on the farm," and it's like, I think it's talking about retreat, but it feels so strong. And forgive the impression. It's like that strength of stepping out. When you step out of an energy, you find yourself. Right, you're like, oh, I'm still here, but that's not all that noise isn't. um, and give you a really strong sense of yourself, Emily,
Mm.
because it's okay to live in a city, right? And it's okay to be surrounded by others. It just really increases the um, the onus on you if you want to have a happy, healthy, clear body and energy and an aura to to just help strengthen it and clear it on a regular basis.
Mhm. Yes.
I hope
Okay.
it helps you, Emily. Sending love to London.
Mhm. Okay, I'm ready to select our next request.
Just like,
Mhm. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
we're choosing the next request. Please say hello in the chat.
Okay, Melody Addict. You're asking for an Akashic Records reading about past lives with your twin flame. Please say hi if you're here. If you're still here.
Melody Addict.
Mhm.
Wow,
Oh, she's here. Thank you. Mhm.
great. So fast. Would you like me to open the Akashic Records or would you like to?
You may open. Thank you, please.
Thank you. Archangel Metatron. Please open the Akashic Records, open the Akashic Records, open the Akashic Records. We'd like to start with assisting Melody Addict, reading about past lives with their twin flame. Just entering your Akashic Records. Would you like to go first?
First thing I heard is you are your twin flame. Twin flame is you, and they were about to show me a past life. It looked like they were um, working together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see an office environment. And it's in a bank. Yes, co-workers in a bank.
Melody Addict says, oh, wow, yes, that resonates.
So we worked in finances. I'm asking to be shown more.
Spirits, please make a noise. Make a tapping noise.
Oh yeah,
You're here.
or it's the floor above me. It's under renovation, so here
Oh
now.
yeah, lively story.
Now they're showing me an outdoor scene in a place that um, it's I'm seeing it's a beautiful place, and I'm seeing a canoe. It feels like I'm in the canoe and I'm going through this river, beautiful scenery. And I heard outdoor activities. And this is from a different past life, and you knew your twin flame in that past life as from this group of people that enjoy outdoor activities.
Metal Derek says, interesting. Is that why I've been addicted to watching canoeing videos recently?
Oh wow.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful place. And yeah, so that was um your twin flame was part of the group activity. This they used to be out there, and yes, this is what I got. I hope he helps you, Melody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I also the first thing I was shown was this thread. There's a thread of your twin flame journey that threads through multiple lifetimes together. And so I asked your soul, what is the purpose of this? Why are you incarnating? Because it's really common for souls to be in soul families, um, and to reincarnate in different roles and significant roles in each other's lives through many lifetimes. Um, your soul said very interestingly that the key is your your soul is trying to learn what it's like to, first and foremost, to learn about your own self-love without having to love another or be loved by another. So it's that sense of self,
Mhm.
of wholeness without um, a twin flame.
Mhm.
So that's the first aspect. And then the second aspect is it's this with and without, right? So it felt like you weren't all, not every lifetime has been incarnated with the concept of a twin flame or this particular soul. And so you're experiencing times where you're together and when you're apart. And so it feels, my sense now in this life is that it's a togetherness, right? Because I don't feel strongly about whether you're with them right now or not. It's more that you're being encouraged to grow your self love apart, right?
Mhm.
So you're totally whole, like that feeling of,
Yeah.
well, I don't need a twin flame, right? And then you will also you'll spend periods in this life together with someone that feels like that concept of a twin flame, and that you have to experience love for self with in close love with another. Uh, yeah, he lives 5,000 miles away, so definitely apart. Wow, so there we
Mhm.
go. Together and apart at the same time. Um, so yeah, I hope that helps on your journey. I'll just give a little bit of you know, open and honest, frank transparency is that I personally don't resonate massively with the
Mhm.
twin flame journey as it's described or kind of propagated. Because
Yes.
I guess the part I react to a bit is that somehow it makes people complete. I don't feel it does.
Yes.
We don't
I
need
agree.
others to make us complete.
Mhm.
Um, and I know with my wife, for example, I've incarnated with her many times,
Mhm.
and it's also a journey of completeness apart and and or together. They're not, we don't need to rely on other souls
Yeah.
for our own love.
It's not about needing and being needing the other person to complete you, and it's not about needing you together. It's absolutely what you said earlier, the self love and feeling whole and complete without needing That's all about that.
And Melody Addict says, and says, I agree, but I can't get rid of him.
Uh,
I've been trying so hard to get rid of him. If you're serious about getting rid of him, then and by that I mean disconnecting your connection with them, then feel free to ask for some help, right? Some cord cutting help, some support. It's the sort of thing I also do in my one-to-one sessions. Is that something you offer as well, Viviane?
I feel, from what I understand, there's with the twin flames. Yeah, you could. I don't offer that, but from what I understand, there's when it comes to twin flames, there is a bond that you can't really, or a connection that you can't really break. So I'm not so sure about, because it's reflecting back to each other. So I'm honestly not so sure how that will go.
Okay, that makes sense.
The reflection.
I do feel every case is different.
Yeah.
And in the case where there's a soul, where your soul, which is part of you, right, has made a contract with another soul, like that's very difficult to get out of. It's not impossible, right? And you can still, this isn't none of what your soul has decided before you go into this life is somehow cast in stone or something stronger than stone.
Yeah. Rewrite some soul contracts and
that's right. And some things, if your soul, is determined and won't change its mind, or it's still part of you, it's part of your consciousness, and that is something I come up against in client sessions, is where there's that a conversation with your soul, your higher self, and yourself about what is possible and what do you choose. Yeah, it is something I've done. I've helped people with it in the past. If need help, do reach out, Melody Addict. My turn, is it?
Yes.
Great. It's just a bit of a guess. I wasn't entirely sure, and we're only 50 or so minutes in. Yes, hello, love to all the lurkers. Hello, lurkers. A song for all the lurkers. I haven't done one yet. That would be a lovely idea. Teeming with life. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. New moon, sun 59. Are you here? New moon, sun 59. Are you here? Yes, you're here. Thank you. Thank you for your fast response. Okay. As per Akashic Records, what is there for me in romantic love life? Anything about my future spouse, who, when, and where? Okay, let's find out. So just asking all the other beings we've been working with, including the Akashic Records for our previous client, just to step back and to ask for new moon, sun 59. Step forwards and open your Akashic Records. I was handed this book, right? So Arcane Dimetron hands me this book, and it has a question mark on it, which I love because it totally reflects the who, when, where. So I was laughing for a moment, and then as I opened it up, I was shown you sat new moon sun 59, you were sat facing another human, right? Another person, right? And you're this Akashic Records book has several dates, right? So you're facing people face to face and you're exploring. And the key, right, that you're looking for, remember that earlier conversation about toning, and I had a little tuning fork out.
Mm-hmm.
You're hearing someone like, well, this is what my son's always laughing at how I talk. He's like, you talk like this, rah, 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 rah. And that's what I can see you doing in this book. It's like a little illustration of you watching someone. You're watching the energy of their heart, their upper heart, and all you can hear is kind of like the blah 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 in the background, and you're really paying attention to their frequency. And what your higher self is saying is, please do explore. This is a journey of exploration to feel into the frequency of others, because they will tell you a lot of things and allow your mind to wander. And don't worry, you'll hear enough to hold a conversation, not to be rude. Keep eye contact. That's a trick, right? Because they might just think that you're staring lovingly into their eyes, and nodding, and all the human gestures. Keep engaged. Keep your heart nice and open, and listen to the frequency of their hearts. Like, what are they trying to tell you? Because also some of these people are nervous, right? And what's really helpful with the heart is that our hearts do get nervous, but they get nervous in a very different way. It's almost like the heart's nervousness is also a blend of excitement and these upper emotions as well. It's not like nervousness isn't really a negative energy. It's not low vibration. Whereas someone in a lower vibration will often try and mask that, right, by telling all the positive things all the time about, I'm so good at this, I'm so good at that, I'm Jon Binnie, I write songs every day, like whatever it is they're saying to you. So really connecting with their hearts and just giving them a bit of a chance as well. Allow their minds to be a bit scrambled. There's something about your energy as well that's how to describe it. You have a strong resonance energy, and your heart's looking for that to be received back. This, I can't say the word, reciprocated. To be reciprocated back from someone else. So it's like allowing someone's heart and your heart to talk to each other. And I get that that's a little bit hard, especially in the first date, but you'll start to get a sense of it and start to feel into it. And when someone's babbling, I do it a lot. Draw them to their passions. Ask them those questions. What are the things you love doing the most? Right? Especially if they're boring, right? Ask them what are the things that fill your heart with the most joy, and listen to their heart in those moments. How about you, Viviane?
Yes, it's very important what you mentioned about the journey. As the guides, the masters showed me. They showed me an area. It was interesting. Like everything looked white, and the people were all dressed in white. And I heard to explore, and it's part of the journey it's like they didn't want to give you answer the question as you asked. Okay, anything about the future spouse, who, when, and where. They're not going to give you the specifics because they want you to explore and learn and experience what you experience in life to get to that person. And it would be boring too if you had all the exact answers, and it would also take away from the spontaneity and for you to know now, and just really to go about your journey and explore and learn what you like about somebody. What would you like to have in a relationship, in a future spouse? So you'll be meeting people and experiencing different relationships until you find that the person that is the right match for you.
That is
So
wonderful advice.
yeah.
Another advice that I feel helps bring this together, because this was like Jon's preconception of what I thought might come through, which didn't, but is helpful for many people, is know that um, your frequency is a direct match for the people that you attract in, right? And it doesn't matter how you do it, right? It doesn't matter if you're online, in person, whatever it is, your frequency just resonates through the universe, right? So through everything, digitally, physically, energetically. So when you turn up, for example, when you turn up to a date, right, and you're in fear, you'll get a frequency match for it. You'll probably get a frequency match. Remember the tuning forks before? Like, you'll probably get a frequency match from that as well. And you'll be like, "Oh, I told you this was going to be a terrible date."
Mhm.
And whereas if you go there with an open heart and with love, you'll attract them in. And even if it's not that person in that moment, it's like Viviane is saying, it's that journey, right? You're often on a journey. And so all the things that you hear about, that Viviane and I teach about and share, all the things you can do to raise your vibration, follow your joy, your conscious consumption,
Mhm.
you eat, drink, the people you follow online, the stuff you watch on TV, on your phone or on your TV, all the stuff you take into you. You're facing your fears, facing your shadows, your own meditation practices, your own self-care. They all affect your frequency and vibration. So the higher that gets, you can argue the higher the vibration you'll attract of
Mhm.
your partner.
Yes.
It's also great for just manifesting everything else in your life too, right? It's not just your partner. Um, so I hope that helps you on your journey. Um,
Mhm.
and I know that feeling of, especially in the Akashic records, you want to know the when part. I felt it was quite fast, but as Viviane says, this is not a time-based journey, right? This is not like by a specific date and time. This is more about your journey, and there is definitely some increasing in frequency there. Um,
Mhm.
and if you need help increasing your frequency, you could listen to all my songs, or you can also, all 2,800 plus. You can also just get started with a daily meditation practice if you haven't already, with my Getting Started with Jon link here. That's it posted into the chat. Thank you,
Mhm.
New Moon 59.
Mhm.
Thank you for saying thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I want to share a comment from Hattie Uriel. We gave a reading last on Monday, and she's saying my son has such an amazing experience with your reading Monday. He was a little scared at first, but the accuracy at first by the accuracy at first, but he felt seen and had a wonderful day. Thanks so much for sharing
Oh,
that.
that's beautiful. Um, Thank you. And I was just going to say, reassurance to your son. Please do pass on the message that we could not have achieved that accuracy without his permission.
Uh-huh.
So if
Yes.
you ever wonder why it's so important when you're, ticking the little boxes that say, "Do you agree with our policy and conditions?" Right? Do read them, right?
Mhm.
I'm not perfect either, and I don't read them all. But remember, like, if you're signing up for something and you give permission to it, you're literally letting other beings into your energetic field. Like, what if the policy document says I give you that you give them access to your Akashic records, right? Just a few words, and you've opened the doors to a huge part of your private um, conscious experience. So, yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
glad that we were able to help you and your son. Thank you. I think there was also some other lovely comments as well. It was great to hear that New Moon Sun 59 is doing my meditations. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you enjoy them. Should do a dating meditation at some point, or
Mhm.
preparation for a date. That would be cool. Was there another one I saw? I can't remember. Maybe I
Mhm.
imagined. Oh,
Okay.
there was someone saying about some healing that we'd given, and they said they had 70%. Uh,
Oh,
it says, "Hi guys, it's from Gemini Mamrari, if I can say
Yeah,
it. I guess on
see.
a live stream in the past, I asked about my right knee. It's 70% better.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for that. Just show you on screen
Mm-hmm.
for that. Great. Your turn, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank
One.
you. Okay. Ready to select our next request.
Constellation, planet dimensions. See your beautiful soul's been learning to thousands of lifetimes.
Oh, I chose this one before, so I had to hide it. Random, everybody.
Yeah, right. True random.
Okay.
It sometimes feels like no.
Leona 333, you're asking for a reading. Okay.
333. Are you here? Just knock on Viviane's wall. No,
Oh, and Leona is here. Thank you, Leona. Okay, reading of our choice. Okay, call your guides. Call on your guides.
so I have good news. And it strikes me that it's really rare that something so powerful like this comes through, Leona. The first thing I was shown is abundance of money. Woo! An abundance of more than just money. So money might be tied to also giving you opportunities. So an influx of money, but also opportunities. So not just a lot of cash, like opportunities for greater rest, greater space in your life. And I was shown what your guide's trying to show me is this pattern, because they all said Leona is lucky in love, and I love that you have the love word in your request. I was showing you like creating like these little spaces, like little compartments, where you're going to receive money. And so one idea is your guide was showing me like just get a page of A4 paper, right? Or if you like crafting, or even better, but in like my simplistic mind would be like just drawing some little like swim lanes, so columns, and then at the top write down. So what you're really doing is you're placing your order with the universe about where you want these things to land, where you want the abundance to land. So you can have money, right? So you write the word money at the top, maybe draw a little image of it, or stick a little vision board type cutout, a little collage of what money is represented to you, draw an arrow downwards, and then name where you want the money to arrive. So you could say, "Oh, I want it to come into my current bank account." Right? That's a great place. I like it there, please. And then I was also shown, abundance of time. So bring that and say, where do you want it? Do you want it coming through your weekends? Is it coming into your evenings, into your working week? Where do you want it? So perhaps draw your calendar or a clock or however you want to write it. And then there was a third, which is love, and you're showing where you want that to come into. Now, it might be that you want the abundance of love to flow directly into your heart. So this is like a journey, an expansion of self-love, because they all feel interconnected, that you're going through a heart opening, a heart expansion, and you're receiving a lot more abundance in your life. You may also choose, a bit like our previous reading, um, to for romantic love with another, whether it's an existing partner or a new one. So there's this also, you can say, right, where you want that to land. So again, the title at the top of the column, swim lane, and then the destination at the bottom. And let me ask if there's anything you then do with that. Okay, that's unusual. Um, So it's a really, it's really simple. It's such a cool practice. You just get this page, right? You can put in a letter if you want. It's up to you. And what you do is you go and stand outside your front door, right? And then you post it through your front door, open up your front door again, go inside and open it up, right? And so what you're doing is this act. It's like a self affirmation act where you're saying, or should I say not act, it's action, where you open up, say, oh, look what I got. And it's you placing, it's you cementing your order. I mean, you could post it to yourself and stuff, but it feels like literally you just need to, it's an action of gifting it to yourself from outside your boundary of your front door back into yourself. Personally, I'd also recommend you holding it against your heart and perhaps talking through each of those three things. You know, I am abundant in money and I receive it into my current account, talking in the present moment. I am abundant in time and energy and health. I'm abundant in love and talking about out loud about how that's affecting you right now in this moment. Leona is saying, I'm painting 8/8 tarot cards on canvases. Wow. I drew lines on the first sketch. How lovely.
Nice.
The colorful emojis too. Very cool.
And I got a similar message. I saw, well, I heard, Leona, you are manifesting your heart's desires. And then I saw, she was like on next to a desk, and I saw a book. The pages kept churning, and then I saw her starting to write on the one of the pages, and then put like a check mark and everything that she had manifested. And then I had a zoom out view of her, and there was, it looked like a large, it was like a large, like a portal with this yellow golden light above, orb around the whole image that they showed me. And that was signifying the this manifestation portal that she's in.
Oh, I love that manifestation portal.
Yeah, very, very powerful. And yes, that's amazing, Leona.
It's quite funny. It stands out so much, Leona, and I don't know how many live streams you've been to, or it's just like your energy really stands out. Like it's a huge abundance, you know, opportunity, and it made me reflect on all the other live streams. Like, how come this doesn't come up more often? This would be great for like attracting people into live streams. Good news, you've won! Woo! It's like every single request. But yeah, we're definitely full spectrum here. So thank you so much for your request, and really delighted that you're working through those beautiful opportunities and your art as well. How fantastic!
Yes.
Leona says, I want to love more, so more love grows. Yes, yay. And I've decided this is my new approach to water is trying to match the length of the live stream.
Oh, okay. So you
like
sips around, so it lasts through to the live stream.
Because at the end of Monday, when I put it on top of my head, I got a little bit wet, and I was like, "That's it. I said, not today. I'm going to make sure I get through it all." I don't know if you find this, and I don't know if this is too much information for our audience, but when I'm doing this work, drinking water is so powerful because my body's purging a lot, right? So it's like this energy. You know, we are mainly water, right? So the more whenever we subject ourselves to others' energy, water is a great way of supporting the releasing of that negative energy.
Yes.
And there was a cat we did some healing on recently, right? what was the cat called? I can't remember. And the cat was talking about how um, it was telling me about the water's great for real time releasing.
Mm-hmm.
So the solids that we are human waste
Yes,
are
yes.
much slower. But if you're in a client session, for example, you're doing lots of these
Mm-hmm.
requests, then actually drinking water is good, really good for releasing.
Immediate release, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I always wondered why we have to. Okay, my turn, is it?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Just guessing by your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, choosing the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your request is called.
And someone reminded us it was Scott's cat Milo.
Oh, thank you. That's right, yeah. A beautiful cat. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep. Leah Omega 8. Oh, isn't that cool? There was an 8-8 in our last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love.
Leona was just saying, thank you so much, both. Always save me from low self-esteem that creeps in. You save yourself. We're just the happy people that turn up and remind you about yourself. Leah Omega 8, are you here?
Leah, please say hi in the chat. Mm-hmm.
I think she's at your door. Viviane, could you?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, there's construction all around me, above the floor above me, and then the first floor. Yeah, it's very hectic.
Your little dance is there, like when they're knocking, like.
Mm. Leah, please say hi. Maybe your work lurking, but please say hi in the chat, or else we'll have to select another person.
I have summoned the flute. Let's see if the flute
Mm-hmm.
will in Leah.
Leah, Omega 8.
That was a long sustained note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's about that time to remind everyone. Last time we had a few challenges with the internet across the world wasn't working so well. So just make sure that you're live.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could say it in real time. There's a way of doing it, but you can be watching us in the past, right? So just refresh your browser, check the little
Yes.
thing, check the little red light on YouTube. Make sure it all says live, so that you're not lagging behind.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so. Leah's not here. Good news is we don't remove you from the list. So as we demonstrated at least once today, is that you might get you can still get picked again. You have equal chance of being picked twice, and that's the true nature of random. Although in calculators they actually change the algorithm so that it won't pick the same thing again. That's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's choose the next request. MC LQ4YQ, are you here? Let us know if you're here. MC LQ4YQ, are you here? Let us know in the chat if you're here. calling on MCLQ4YQ. Yes. Woo! Woo!
Great. Thank you for replying to us, letting us know before we switch to another subscriber. Okay.
Yes, thank you. So your request is, I'm feeling strongly that it's time for me to move. Fabulous. And well done for acknowledging it. I have started packing up my house. Wow, okay. But I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, I love this so much. Do you have any insights? Thank you, Mary in Connecticut, Jon, USA. How exciting. And we do have the Akashic records open as well, so we'll just open that up for you also, Mary, MC. So let's just ask messages to come forwards to show us also about your potential destinations or journey to locating a destination. Okay. I'm going to look at maps and being told locations. I'm like, I don't even know how far away they are from each other. I'm really curious.
They gave me Florida as one of the options.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Look at this. I just in case, you know, we're not believing ourselves for a moment. Let me just share my screen. It's so cool. Let me see if I can share this. Yeah, it looks safe to do so. Sharing screen. Oh, hang on. I'm losing the moment, Jon. You can do it, Jon. So I was looking up how far it is from Florida. Can you see that? Oh, hang on. I need to show it on screen. There we go. There, look, I was just looking up how far away Florida is from.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow. And then I looked at it, it's like, wow, it's like 1,000, look at it, 1,300, I bet it's 1,333 miles. 34 is fine. And it's just 24-hour drive, right? So sorry, that was just my reaction to that's so cool. But please go ahead, Viviane.
Oh yes, they showed me the I saw in a map. I saw the outline of the state of Florida, and then I heard Florida, and that's why I said that right away, because it was and it was the only state that I shared. So I'm curious if see, do I have anything from?
Yeah, I was going to say the first answer I got was for you, Mary, was that, and this in part explains why you're so keen to like just get moving, is that your guide was saying it's really good to go on a journey of exploration. And so, you know, that feeling of like just preparing for travel, so being mobile, being nomadic. And I asked why, right? And your guide said that across the US there are, imagine like a heat map, and it's not heat, it's not temperature, right? It is you could describe this as a frequency match, right? And I was shown like so it was less attractive for you over the west just now, and that it was more attractive down to the southeast. And for Florida, there's a bit of a journey. I mean, it's still, you got 1,000 miles to go on a bit of a journey to get there. And I feel like you would go there because your guide said go to your first location and await further instruction. So going to Florida, but Florida can be a destination. And I know as someone saying in the chat there, there's lots of challenges in different areas of the country. But do remember that that's true for someone else, and what's true for you is true for you. Just like there's people, perhaps including my neighbors here where I live, that aren't having a great time, and yet there's Jon bubbling around in his 5D bubble, trying his best to relate to others. But my reality is so different to other people's, so I don't never dismiss others, but do celebrate your own. And this is a wonderful journey of expansion for you, Mary. And I'm so proud of you for listening to that feeling, that strong feeling that it's time for you to move. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say that, I love that she stated in the question that she already started packing up, and I think that's great.
Yeah. Just so powerful. And don't, although Florida is a clearly a very strong message that we got, right? That it is a destination. I also feel that it's a first destination. It could be permanent for you. It's totally up to you. So although just because Jon gets all excited when a map turns up and 2 psychics turn up and say it's Florida, right? It never erodes what feels right for you. You have strong feelings, and the reason you have strong feelings is because you can feel that pull to other areas of the country that are a better frequency match for you as an individual, right? So I hope that that helps you, Mary. So exciting. Let us know in the chat. Please let us know in the chat. And come, do come back. We love it when people share your stories. We've been doing this for at some point this year. It'll be 2 years, Viviane. Whenever it was, like August, September time, I can't remember exactly, but it'll be up to 2 years we've been doing this, and we love hearing about your stories and experiences. So thank you very much. Someone was asking a question, which was, I have a close friend who got an entity attached to her body, and I got her permission to ask what would be the best method to help her remove that. So my intuition is, and every case is different, right? That what your friend really needs is a negative entity removal service. So that's that it feels stronger than just a smaller entity attachment there. Oh, MC was just saying, Mary was just saying, I was just on vacation there last week. Oh my God.
Wow, that's so cool.
Wow. I hope you had a good vacation. I hope you're like, I'm never coming back. It's like, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Mary. I love you sharing that so much. Thank you. Wow. So yeah, back to Violet Mountain for Birds. Yeah, this is better request put in for a negative entity removal service. So you can, or your friend, should I say, can book that either from me. There is a wait. I pace myself with these. So there's a you'd have to book. I think it's October time is my next available slot for that. But anyway, read through. Your friend will know. Get your friends. This is my advice. Get your friend to read that, regardless of whether they intend to book me or not. Read that definition. If it resonates with them, then that means that's what they need, right? Or something very similar. And then either book me or if you can find someone else. At this time, I don't recommend any other practitioners. However, I am on a journey, which I was investing in a lot of time on Monday, of beginning a journey to help other practitioners offer services like that. So I do hope in the coming months and maybe years, there will be others I can recommend. I'm not the only person that does negative entity removals. You can definitely, please do search and just use your discernment. So that's my best advice, both to you and others that resonates with. Okay, whose turn is it next?
My turn. Sorry, didn't we comment on? Let's see. Ready to select our next request here. Harley, please let us know if you're here.
Did you just hear a big gulp on it?
I was
I heard it in my headphones. Harley J123, are you here? And also, thank you, Harley J, for you are. Thank you. Thank you for reposting your question, because I know you said earlier on that you'd spent ages typing it before the live stream, but it hadn't been picked up by our back end. So thank you for typing it again. Okay. So Harley J123, been having continuous dreams signifying being trapped, stuck, overwhelmed in my waking life. All true, as I can't shake recent negative feelings with that something bad is coming. Any messages on this?
okay.
And you do a clearing. Okay. What would you like to do? Messages or clearing?
I'll tune into her energy and do a clearing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So just asking everyone else to step back. So we ask Harley J step forwards. Harley J123 with your guides. So the message from your guides is your dreams are trying to show you that your choices in your life at this time, what you consume, TV, phone, your food, drink, the people as well, that it's affecting your vibration and your focus on fear. Your guide, what your guides are trying to do is draw you upwards in your choices and your vibration up to higher vibrations. And it's an opposing force. The fear that's going on in your life and in others is that is an opposing force to your raising of your vibrations. So another way we describe this, I think I said it at the start of the live stream, is that raising your vibrations is the ultimate act of rebellion, right? It's the insert a few swear words, like screw you guys, right? I'm not gonna, be subject to this fear. I choose love, no matter what happens, right? And it's in part, it's your guide is saying, please let go, Harley J, let go of this world. The bad thing that's coming is really just your continued path, when in every moment that you're choosing fear. And please know that if for some reason you look up to me and my vibration, right, know that I still choose fear sometimes in my day. I still sometimes get triggered. I still sometimes find myself there. And I'm like, stop, Jon, what are you doing? Right? What's this fear trying to teach me? And so you're really being encouraged to step up and out of that fear. And then this isn't just about a bypassing, right? It's not just about saying, oh, well, I got two choices. You can choose, because there's a third choice, right? Which is choosing love through fear. So we can't, if you just ignore the fear. So for example, if you just turned off um, all your notifications, unsubscribe from the YouTube channels, blocked all the turn off your TV, unplugged all your technology, for example, and said, I'm not listening to any news, right? That's it. The collective still exists. There's still the triggers, there's still the fears, they still exist out there. And what can happen is that this kind of impending feeling that you're having about something bad coming is that the triggers then build up in strength. And so when they come to you, it's like, oh, haven't you heard? And you're like, oh, you're like pulled into that fear, pulled into those moments. So every time this happens, catch it, catch that fear. And your guide says, yeah, grabbing me, because I feel something on my skin, something grabbing me. Thank you, Harley Jane. So there's definitely that feeling of like every time you're drawn in to those, like pulled down into that fear, catch it and ask, okay, first of all, I see you, I feel you. What have you got to teach me? What is this fear trying to teach me? How are you doing so far, Viviane?
I am cleared her solar plexus, and I'm going to take a look at the other chakras.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That sensation of being grabbed. So I get that sensation too, and it's a feeling of as you're rising up, like you're in a hot air balloon, with less density than the rest of the world around you. So there's that lighter air, that higher vibration. There's a constant pull on us, right? I stepped out of my my house today, and there's like a helicopter circling my house. I'm like, well, that's strange. And in those moments, I'm like, is this like, do I choose fear in this moment? Like, what is this trying to teach me? And as I studied the helicopter, I was like, oh, it's a search and rescue helicopter from the Coast Guard. They must be looking for someone. They only ever do this, and they were really closely following the streets. So they're following the air, and they're looking for someone, usually someone lost or reported missing. It might be someone of ill health who's kind of lost and confused. And that was the shift I went through. Is like, okay, I'm just being taught in this moment that it's okay to feel a bit of fear about these things, to be consciously aware of what's going on, but not to leap into the depth of, oh, it's a black government helicopter that's seeking to hunt me down. They know fine well where I am, right? I'm posting on YouTube every day. I'm easy to find. It's just allowing yourself to feel it, and then to work through it and rise above it as well. And are you picking up, Viviane, on any signs of any negative attachments?
I didn't see any attachment, but I actually just saw water being poured over her, and then it's reminded me of the water, shower exercise. I still see water being poured over her.
Mm-hmm. I'm just helping. Go ahead.
Absorbed by the earth.
I'm just helping as well with Harley's protective boundaries as well. It's bringing source love energy to help support your sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. There's not. I just really wanted to double check some of the energy of the words that Harley's sharing in the chat. That feeling of being grabbed, and it's just always good to just check that there's not something else more nefarious, darker, and it's not. I mean, this world's dark enough, right? Don't need anything else. But yeah, I don't feel it doesn't feel like there's something after you. What I would say is, though, and a few people have been asking me about this recently, and it's come up in my personal practice today, is that feeling of being watched. I just want to be really clear. If you ever feel that, it's true.
Yeah, I feel that. I do feel I'm being watched.
And, my background in 26 years in software, and I spent years in cybersecurity, for example. And for a few years, I obsessed about cybersecurity, right? If you ever wonder why companies and countries invest so much money and so much time in security in the virtual, the digital, the AI space, guess why? It's because it's completely unsecure, right? That's why. Because if it was secure, why would they spend so much money on it? And I also remember talking to someone from a US government agency back just at the turn of the century, right? About this was just getting into AI. They were just dabbling with AI. And they were already back then, even before social media, just like 2001, 2002, even before social media was really taking off, they were already aggregating social media feeds. They're already analyzing them. That was back then. That's like 25 years ago they've been at it. So what do you
Wow.
think they're doing now? Right. It is a giant industry for them. And so I do recommend strong, safe boundaries. Your energetic boundaries are so much more powerful than your digital boundaries because remember, everything's energy first, it's not digital first, right? And just like our clothes and our bodies carry energy, like the atoms are made up of energy, right? They're vibrating energy. Is that it's the same for all the zeros and ones in the digital space as well. So if you're to focus on anything, whenever you have that feeling of being watched, focus on your protective boundaries, just like those meditations I just shared last for your energy protection. And do use your own discernment. Don't give people passwords and all the basic stuff. Careful what you sign up for and say yes to in apps and different services, your websites, etc. And by all means, protect your data and be sovereign with your data too.
Yeah, and Harley did mention she does do the shower exercise and cleansing exercise.
Brilliant. Yeah, please do.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I did that a couple of times this week, intuitively.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
And
Mm-hmm.
all those watching us, hello. We do not give you permission to do anything that we haven't consented to. So there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know about you, Viviane. What I've in the last 48 hours, what I've really experienced is I would describe as a heart chakra upgrade. It's just quite shocking that the sensitivity in my heart is so much more acute now. And it's like, be careful what you wish for. That journey of, oh, I'm so sensitive. It's so difficult in this world, and then you shift into the next phase, which is, oh, I want to open up my heart to sensitivity because it helps me do this work, helps me do psychic work, healing work. And then I feel like this third stage is, well, that's what you asked for, and now you're getting it. I was like, oh, it's a lot, and it definitely requires increased levels of discernment, boundaries, and protection to be able to really harness and fully open up your heart. Because it's continued to astound me how incredible our hearts are. All of us. It's not just you and I, right? It's all of us have these open heart opportunities and abilities.
Yes.
Thank you, Harley.
Yes, thank you, Harley.
Sometimes I do reflect a little bit about what even the work we do now. Even if I went to a local maybe a city hospital and explained, I see like spirits and I work with demons and all this stuff, they'd be like, well, we've got a room for you, Jon. It's like, no, I'm just offering my services. I don't want to stay here, and don't give me that jacket. So yeah, there's definitely a journey as well. I describe it as just like discernment, right? I don't mean discerning like what to tell and what not to tell people. That's use your common sense, your own judgment. I'd say on our journeys of opening up and our expansion journeys, one thing that helps me the most, I don't know about you, Viviane, is that discernment of dimensions.
Yes.
Like in my morning run, I think I saw 4 to 5 ghosts this morning. What people describe as ghosts. In reality, I know them as like 2 were full-bodied apparitions. 1 was a residual from a local castle I run past. One was a shadow figure on its way to a standing stone. Another was an elemental.
Wow.
And I perceive them as they're in different dimensions. Well, yeah, all of them were in a different dimension, 4th or 5th. And I don't see them in the 3rd dimension. I don't, because I know if I run at them, I'm not going to bump into them, right? My energy would like flash, but I wouldn't like fall over. Well, less likely to fall over. So yeah, I do feel whilst some of these things the activations can be a bit unnerving for some of us, regular grounding practice, protection, sovereignty, discernment, use your heart for discernment, ask your heart, like, what am I experiencing right now? And also being able to say, just like with another human, get out of my space. I don't want you here. They all help you navigate this ever increasingly expansive and magical journey. Anyway, I'm rambling, and
that's all good. We all enjoyed listening to.
Thank you. Whose turn is it to choose?
Your turn. I chose. I select the Harley. Yeah.
And like this much water.
Oh, okay.
Choose the next request. Oh, this path in front of me. All these Ivon, are you here? Ivon, are you here? Yes.
Thank you for replying so promptly to us.
And we have 6-7 in the chat. Hello, beautiful souls, and thank you for your wonderful work. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you help me with my heart rhythm disturbance? Thank you so much, and love. Can you, Ivon? You said I am Ivon. Can you, if you want for us to give you messages, that's fine. We'll just go ahead with that. If you want us to help with the healing and clearing, please say yes in the live chat if you want help with the healing and clearing. I just want to be really explicit if you're giving us permission to help with your energy in your body. So a yes would be helpful. It's up to you. It's optional.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Waiting for Ivon. She's saying yes. Thank you, Ivon.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just being shown how your heart is. I'm showing your heart is struggling with, so your heart chakra, which is having an effect on your heart too, is having challenges with 2 areas, the upper and the lower aspects of your heart chakra. So the higher vibrations, the happiness, the joy, and then the lower vibrations. And I saw this kind of, so it's tighter and smaller at the bottom, at lower vibrations, and then, which is causing this kind of pulsing. I was shown like the top of your heart kind of, so it's smaller at the bottom, and then the top is like kind of pulsing and waving at the top, and then sometimes that's kind of flips downwards again back into the bottom. And ask your heart, what do we do? Like how do we help? And your guide said to help bring whole heart unity, so help bringing consistency to your heart chakra, to the whole size and shape across all aspects of you. And the biggest journey for you, Ivon, will be your whole self acceptance. So facing those fears and shadows and parts that you're in the lower vibrations of you that your heart is kind of trying to avoid. So how about you, Viviane, before I do any work?
I saw an image of her heart, and I saw three vertical lines, so dividing her heart in three. The heart appears together, but there's three vertical lines, and I'm just trying to understand why they are there.
No, please don't. Oh, this is another guide that's trying to put put the energy into me. I've had enough today. Please don't put Yvonne's energy into my heart. Thank you. I do have a sense of what they are, if it's helpful, Viviane, what those three columns are. Because it's so helpful you've found them, because I didn't see them initially, is they represent the past, present, and future.
Okay.
And so it's this is more than just one lifetime. However, your focus on this lifetime will really help you, Ivon. So past, all the way through since you're born in this life to present, and then remembering our hearts also feel. Let's face it, our hearts don't really care so much about linear time, right? It's our minds that are like, I don't know what exists other than linear time. And so that feeling in your heart about future is also real, right? Anxiety about the future in particular is also real. I do feel there's a stabilizing aspect to those three columns, though. So they don't need removed. They are they're part of. I know some ships do this. They kind of silo. It's like a way of like saying, okay, I'll deal with my past first. So it's like I can, as Ivon, I can face and accept, see, feel, heal, and work through any traumas, especially anything that's lurking. I often describe the bottom of our hearts as the deep, dark ocean of emotion, and down at the bottom, there's some aspects down there, Ivon, that they're aspects of you and you alone that need to be seen by you for you to shine your light down there. And so focusing on the past first is really helpful, and just doing one at a time. I would suggest do this once a week. I do mine every Sunday. Reach down, imagine, so go into a bit of a meditation, just like we do at the start of today's session. Create a safe space around you. It's only you that you're working with, only your energy, and allow with your hand on your heart, allow your heart light, and you can do this just now, allow your heart light to expand and shine like a bright lighthouse of golden light across your whole heart. And then to seek down. So I feel it's towards your left side. Shine that light downwards, down into your past. And as you look into your past, just ask for one fear, one shadow to come up more to the surface. And so just gently bring it up, and you'll only be shown a fear that you're ready to face. And you don't need to like fix it all at once. The first thing it needs to do is to be seen. Yvonne's just saying, I work on my traumas. Indeed, fabulous.
Yes.
And so as you bring it up, do allow it to be seen. And if you're ready to be felt, if you're not ready to, just say, thank you so much. I know about you, I'm going to come back for you when I'm feeling strong enough to face you, and just release it again. And then as you come back, and you do face that fear, allow yourself to feel it, to see that version of you, and allow them to share any messages or experiences, and say, I see you, I feel you, thank you, I'm sorry you have to exist, I love you, I forgive you. What lessons can I learn from you? And just allow a moment to receive those lessons. Any one action you can take, and then I release you. And you can release that down through your solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, and deep into the earth, asking Mother Gaia to transmute that energy for the food and nutrients for other beings to grow. And you can repeat the same practice. Oh, it's lovely. My heart gets warm now. Yes, that helps. I feel it.
Yes.
I really feel it in your heart. Thank you for sharing that. It's a beautiful, loving practice, based around the Ho'oponopono prayer, and
Mhm.
going in one at a time. What's fascinating is that you have these three streams, these three silos, and that, remember, when you go into your present, often the present is an echo of the past. So it's what you're experiencing now is kind of traumas from when you're younger, and yet it's the present version of it. A bit like we inherit ancestral wounds and traumas from our ancestors, and then
Mhm.
we kind of we have to repeat it. It's a cycle to be repeated so that we can work through it. Um, and then I was also shown that uh, the more you do this, your heart will start to feel more comfortable to reach down. So this is also like connecting with your physical heart and saying, I accept all of me. So practices such as looking at yourself in the mirror first thing in the morning and say,
Mhm.
I love you, Yvonne. Like, look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say, I love you, Yvonne. I love you, Yvonne.
Yes.
I love you, Yvonne. I love you, Yvonne. Um, and then ask your heart, what can I do today to show you I love you more and more each day? And often my heart answers with talks about my calendar or my mental calendar, like what I think I've got planned in the day. And sometimes it's, some self-care and self-rest. Sometimes it's more about a journey to um, some specific actions. Go to that place you were when you were a child, in memory, or recall some shadow work, or physically, or a photo. Um, and that will really help you start to, I love you. I love the whole of you. It's that last part, that I love the whole of you, that your body's really asking for help with, Yvonne.
Beautiful.
Um, and I share all this, and I'm not so sure if this meditation about cultivating your self love does include um, that practice. It may well. So please do try this free self love cultivation meditation.
Mhm. I'll post.
It is a 46-minute meditation, just practice to really help you. Yvonne says, very good. This help. Hi, I am not so good in English, but I understand the most. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, I hope it helps you on your journey. And I'm really glad. Thank you for sharing your heart experience. That's so powerful. And yeah, I hope that also resonates. Thank you for a few of you were sharing that practice resonates with you. And wow, this whole world needs a lot more self-love. If we could all just do what we just heard on a regular basis, this whole world would be fixed very fast.
The mirror exercise is very powerful, and like you mentioned, when you do it, look into your eyes when you
Yeah.
looking at yourself in the mirror. Wonderful. So that heart was really. I just saw those compartments and ran golden. I mean, white light through her body and grounded the energy. Um,
Oh.
so how this helps you, Ivon. Thank you so much for being here. Whoa, it's time already.
Yeah, it is. And a final message to everyone is, please know that whatever exists in your heart, no matter how deep and dark it is, no matter how ugly those monsters feel, even the ones that you sense that you might be denying or hiding from yourself, know that every part of you is lovable. It's all lovable. You can love every aspect of yourself, and you can learn to love that whole of you. It is a radical self-acceptance. It's a radical, especially those themes of ourselves and others, and we're like repulsed by it, repulsed by what we see in others. All of what we see outside of us is a reflection of the opportunity for us to learn to love all aspects within us. The big difference about outside of us, the inside of us, it's just all us, right? It's just our energy. It's just us that we need to face, to feel, and to heal and learn to love again. Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for coming along today. I will bring our session to an end. I'd like to close the Akashic Records, close the Akashic Records, close the Akashic Records. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. And for all of us, please remain in your individual protective bubbles for as long as you choose, as I close the shared space down. And return to source, or never return here again. Please do get plenty of rest. Drink as much water as it feels right. Gonna get my head wet. Be a bad. Yeah, please do get plenty of rest. If you've listened, if you've had a request here today that either directly resonates with you, or we've been fulfilling one of your requests, you can come back and watch the replay. Let us know how it was in the comments. If you're watching the replay full stop, let us know in the comments. It's so powerful. Others, see and experience your wonderful reflections. And yeah, for all the guidance that we give and the healings we give, we love it when you come back and say,
yes, yes, we love it.
I'm always so curious. My mind's always like, what happened with that person? So we just love it so much when you come back. We are back here together on Monday, same time. And is it a special guest?
Sonia. Is Sonia going to be with us on Monday? I believe it's Sonia.
Monday is, Monday is Jordy.
Jordy. Oh yeah, Jordy, and then I think after that.
And Sonia on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. Same bat play, same bat channel. Channels we're here, 4:30 UK time. Oh, I must watch out for the clocks changing as well. When do you guys change your clocks?
Oh yeah, it's coming up soon. I think it's
mid.
Yeah, is it next week already? Oh.
Is it the end of next week you change? Because we in the UK we don't change our clocks for another.
Oh yeah, we change on Sunday the 8th. Oh wow, yeah.
When? The 8th?
Uh-huh.
Ah, that's terrible news.
We're gonna get all confused again. No.
Right. Okay. I need to update the I think it's just the text I need to update on the thumbnails.
Okay.
Because it must mean that for you next week it's not 4:30 UK time. That it's if your clocks change on the 8th.
Yes.
Then it'll be an hour later for you. And you'll know this. The simplest way I remember before, it got so hard to explain to everyone, and I get myself confused so quickly, is you just look at the live section of my YouTube channel and you'll see YouTube will show the live stream in your local time zone.
Yes, that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
It is
And I'll.
confusing in the beginning.
Leona says, I live in Arizona, the only state that doesn't change clocks. I love that. Yeah, spring forwards shenanigans. Yeah, in the UK, we don't change to the end of the month. So that's good fun too. Well, great. Now I know to look
Yeah,
out.
I'm glad you mentioned, because I saw it was coming up soon, but I was like, oh my God, yeah, it's Sunday already.
But I think it means that we might just get, at worst case, people will turn up an hour. If you turn up an hour later, we just turn up halfway through. Maybe, I don't know. My brain can't cope.
Post a reminder, people just to double check their current
Yeah,
the live tab and their current time on the community page, post page.
will do. Thank you so much, everyone. Lots of fun. Take care, and we'll see you on Monday. Same channels. Give or take our time zone differences.
Yes. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Sending love. Bye.